Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hodge. So this video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, get them through SeatGeek. Use my last name as your promo code at checkout. When you check out on SeatGeek, and you'll get $20 off your tickets. Just use my last name, code Hodge, at checkout, and that's for first-time orders only. If you bought tickets through SeatGeek before, just make a new account with a new email. You can still use the code, get you $20 off any ticket for any event in the entire world. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and jump in. The first news story of the day. The first news story of the day is about WrestleMania. This is actually not about this year's WrestleMania. About next year's WrestleMania. So it's WrestleMania 42, WrestleMania 2026, if you will. I don't know why we're talking about this. So ultimately, most of you already know about this because you watched SmackDown this week or you saw it on social media or something, but nonetheless, I still want to talk about it. So WrestleMania is happening in New Orleans, Louisiana, they announced. Again, and of course, this is not until next year. That's not this year, that's next year if you don't got the picture by now. So ultimately, they're doing there again and again. And actually, again, so why are they doing this? Ultimately, it's because the city makes bids, right? The cities like to pay the WWE to have the show there because it's such a huge show, brings in so many tourists around the world and everything, and so much money for the local government. So yeah, basically, they want the money, so they're having the show, and they paid the money to WWE to have it there. All right, the next news story of the day is about a women's wrestler. We're talking about Carmella. So Carmella's WWE contract has officially expired. So Carmella is no longer a signed WWE wrestler. She is no longer signed to WWE. So yeah, she could go to another company. She could go wrestle for AEW. She could go wrestle in New Japan. She could do whatever the heck she wants to do. But ultimately, I don't know if she wants to wrestle much anymore. I don't know the situation. She's married to Corey Graves, and he's like, you know, in WWE as a commentator, so I don't know if she'll be going to another company. I'm sure she'll be great at whatever she does, or maybe we'll see her back in WWE one day, but ultimately, her contract has officially expired, because I guess they just didn't have anything for her. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, that's actually the only confirmed news stories that I've talked to you guys about today. So it's that time, ladies and gentlemen, go and get those juice boxes out. Get those juice boxes ready, because it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. Alright, the first rumor we're going to be talking about today is about WWE Roadblock, if you will. So if you guys remember WWE Roadblock, it was like a premium live event, you know, WWE main roster premium live event they did a few years ago. That was kind of, you know, on the road to WrestleMania. That's why it was called Roadblock, because it's on the road to WrestleMania. Very funny. That's very funny. Shut up. So ultimately, NXT has now adopted that premium live event name for one of their shows. And they're actually doing it here soon in March. But they've actually advertising this show not as the usual premium live event. So the premium, like, NXT, like, whatever they're going to call it, what they used to call the NXT takeovers, right? The NXT premium live events. So normally they would advertise them as like, you know, NXT Roadblock or something like that, but they're actually pushing this one as WWE Roadblock on purpose, and that way to get more attention to it. People looking at shows in their area or whatever, oh, it's like, oh, WWE's doing like a pay-per-view here. This is a big deal. But it's really an NXT show. So yeah, definitely look at the card if you guys are going to get confused that easily. But I don't think anyone watching this video would get that easily confused. It's more of a casual fan kind of thing. But ultimately, WWE is running Madison Square Garden the night before for Monday Night Raw. Then the next night, they're doing the NXT show. So hopefully people wouldn't get too upset, because the main stars, everyone knows, of course, is on the Raw, but then the night after is not a premium live event for the main roster. It's the NXT one, even though it's not called NXT. It's called WWE Roadblock. Kind of confusing, but apparently they did this on purpose to get it more attention. Alright, the next rumor we're going to be talking about today is going to be about The Rock. So The Rock was on SmackDown, you know, this week. It's very confusing kind of promo. I just want to kind of talk about that for a minute. He wants Cody's soul. Okay, it just came off really weird. I don't think he actually wants Cody's soul. He went in there like a evil villain from some cartoons, like, I have to have your soul. It's like, no, just chill. Just chill. That's weird. This is wrestling. Don't make it weird. So ultimately, he didn't mean it that way. He meant like he wanted Cody's alliance. He wants Cody to be The Rock's champion and be by The Rock's side and turn to the dark side, if you will. So yeah, ultimately, I don't know what to make of it either. But yeah, why was The Rock even on SmackDown? So that's what this rumor is addressing. So The Rock kind of just told people he was going to be on SmackDown, because The Rock's, you know, like on the board of directors now. He kind of just does whatever he wants, whenever he wants, or whatever. So yeah, he told them like literally the night before SmackDown. So yeah, I'll come to SmackDown tomorrow. We'll do a promo, we'll set up something, and then they kind of came up with this, that he's gonna do something with Cody like this, then he's gonna be at Elimination Chamber, and then Cody's got to give him the answer if he's going to join him or not. It's like, okay. And apparently, since The Rock kind of made this last-minute decision, that's kind of made them shuffle around, obviously, SmackDown, the show he was on, but it's also making them shuffle around WrestleMania. A lot of WrestleMania things are getting kind of shifted around, and The Rock's being incorporated into plans for WrestleMania, so everything's kind of getting shifted around. The Rock's kind of last-minute decision there. But of course, he's a very, very busy Hollywood movie star. He doesn't really have much notice of when he's going to be free, so when he's free, he's kind of got to jump at it. Anyway, let's move on from The Rock stuff. This is also about WrestleMania 41 here in Las Vegas. Apparently, it's not just like The Rock's kind of end of the card shifting. Apparently, the whole card's getting shifted around. Like, there's not a solid plan for WrestleMania, like, at all. We have a few locked-in matches, and here's our kind of like matches, and here's some of the rumors as well. So, locked-in matches, we have Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte, we know that. Move on to the World Heavyweight title. Gunther's defending against Jey Uso, we know that. Pretty much, that's it for the show that's literally locked in. Everything else is being penciled in, erased, changed a million times. We're thinking it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, but we don't really know that for sure. And also, we have this weird triple threat thing going on with CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. It's like, what are we doing there? There was rumors of throwing Punk into the Cody and Cena match, but now The Rock's involved in that. And that's going to kind of lead us into this, which is the funny news story, kind of final thing we talk about inside this video. So this is also about the WrestleMania 41 main event, about the whole Cody Rhodes match. So Cody Rhodes is going to defend his title at WrestleMania, and maybe he's going to join The Rock. Maybe he's going to go to the dark side. Maybe he's going to be kind of a bad guy, maybe a heel, if you will, a heel Cody Rhodes. So he's having The Rock in his corner. Who's he facing? We're thinking the chamber winner is going to be John Cena. He's going to face John Cena. But then you gotta have someone in Cena's corner, right? You gotta have someone representing the good side, John Cena's corner. Who's that gonna be? I think it would make the most sense for that someone to be Roman Reigns, because we gotta think forward to next year's WrestleMania, which they've already announced, of course, is gonna be in New Orleans, Louisiana. So basically, how do you kick that off and get everyone excited for the next year's WrestleMania? Well, in that corner, you got Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, John Cena, then you have The Rock and Cody Rhodes. You got like a bunch of feuds, but it all works out. And then you can kind of have like the whole setup, the whole Rock versus Roman Reigns thing that's been rumored for years, you know? Samoan versus Samoan, cousin versus cousin, you know, legend versus, I don't know, the current legend in the making, if you will. So you have Roman and The Rock finally having that match, setting that up at this year's WrestleMania for next year's WrestleMania. So we were supposed to go this year, but you know that didn't happen because of Rock's schedule or whatever, so they're going to kind of push it for that. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe it's starting to take shape. All I know right now is everything is literally in pencil, and they're in the process of erasing it and rewriting it and erasing it, so hopefully we will know here soon what the solid plan is as soon as they get their freaking Sharpie out and have all these props here, which is like perfect. But nonetheless, let me know your thoughts on all these news stories and rumors in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm your one and only undisputed king of vlog style, Brandon Hodge, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.